Okay. In business today, how you leverage information technology can be a primary driver of profitability, growth, and differentiating yourself in the marketplace. So in the College of Business, one of our goals is graduating students who can help organizations leverage these technologies both effectively and innovatively. Now, in the spirit of reaching out to all of my colleagues from other colleges and disciplines, I've decided to take a risk, and I'm going to discuss the evolution of information management by comparing it to the lands of the Wizard of Oz. Now, the story begins in The Wizard of Oz with 4 highly segregated lands. Crap, there might be 5 of them. Okay, but anyway, pretend there's 4. All right, now, as businesses grew from small staffs to larger entities, they needed some way to organize themselves, their workers and their work, and so it made sense to structure themselves by lines of business or functional areas. So we basically created our own Wizard of Oz map for businesses by functional area. Now, when it came time to build information systems for these functional areas, we just thought it made a lot of sense to just drop down a data center or an information system for each one of the functional areas. And this resulted in information systems that didn't easily communicate or share data. We effectively created a bunch of cement walls between these functional areas. Now, we refer to this as what we call a stovepiped model of system. Now, it leads to lots of duplicate data, but the problem is it leads to conflicting data. So if you get an answer from one functional area's information system, you might get a different answer from the other one, even though they work for the same company and the data is about the same company. So things started to change. Research to the rescue. We helped businesses rethink how they needed to organize and manage their processes, and at the same time, this really cool technologies were coming to market based on research. We were coming up with new ideas for how you could manage and build information systems. So we knew that we needed to change how we built these systems for these companies. So this new focus on managing value streams and business processes meant we need to change from segregated to integrated systems. Businesses need communication and data sharing across the organization and beyond. They needed faster, agile systems that could keep up with the fast pace of commerce. Employees needed to be able to instantly talk from anywhere, and they needed to be able to collect data from anywhere, and they needed to do it in such a way they didn't have to tie things together. So we built these integrated systems. You may have heard of them called ERP, supply chain, CRM, and their story continues because we haven't gotten them right yet. But this evolution of boundaries in businesses and how people viewed their worlds, well, this is similar to the themes in The Wizard of Oz, because before the wizard got there, the people were segregated. And the wizard was responsible for bringing them all together and integrating them by bringing them together to work on a shared goal to build the Emerald City. Now, this enabled people to change their worldview from my land to our shared land. But there's another important aspect of the story of Oz that overlaps with systems evolution, and it has to do with those green goggles. See, people who entered the Emerald City were required to wear the goggles to shield them from the brilliant emeralds. But in reality, what was happening was the wizard, he was having them put the goggles on because the wizard or the Emerald City wasn't really green. It was all an illusion. And without going into technical details, you're going to have to trust me that when we build good information systems, it's all about the illusion. Because we have business reality and we try to represent the reality, and if we do a good job, I can design a system where a person thinks they have a customized personal system, even though in reality they're sharing data and systems with a lot of other people and processes. I can make a single laptop pretend that it's 5 different laptops at the same time running 5 different operating systems. I can make people feel like they're dialing up in a private network to their office remotely, when actually what they're really doing is they're sharing a very busy network. So it's all about the illusion. Now, what happens is that organizations need businesses, or they need systems to run their businesses, but they also need systems that they can reimagine their business as the world and these technologies change. So we're trying to apply collective research and try to produce better graduates who can enter this evolving, integrated world of systems. But there's a challenge. You see, we're not terribly integrated even within schools of business. A recent Carnegie study nailed us. They said, you're too narrow, you fail to challenge students to question assumptions, you don't think creatively, and you don't make them understand the place of business in the larger context. In other words, many business school units do not play well with others. So when it came time for a lot of schools to integrate information management into their curriculums, they did what we always do. They just slapped another land in there, squeeze over and make room. We decided to go in a different direction. We decided to try and break down these functional discipline walls. We strive to be a program that doesn't belong to any one discipline, but belongs to all of them. In fact, when you're in an information management course at UT, we don't let you have a major. You have to pretend during that time that you're just a business person and a member of society at large. We don't only think about our topics, but how we teach them. We stress critical thinking, logic skills, soft skills. Why? Because we know that the professional world needs graduates that can bridge or knock down the wall between the business side and the IT side. They need professionals who understand technologies, business processes, but they need people who understand cultures, how to manage relationships with customers and suppliers. So our students do use a variety of technologies and software, but we try to stay vendor neutral. We actually use some of the many integrated platforms described earlier, so we can teach them collaboration, data sharing, and we try to integrate content across our courses and across many disciplines. So in the end, we're trying to graduate our own set of wizards. Wizards who can leverage technology to enhance processes and relationships. Wizards who can create powerful illusions from behind the curtain and then come out and live in reality. Wizards, and you saw it coming, with hearts, courage, and a full brain.